It's me, it's AJP. Can't do the hand thing, don't want to get sued. That's right, I'm Adam Pacitti from Cultaholic.com, and with Jack away in Vegas, he has left me to cover his favourite time of the week because he was so impressed by all of my wanking jokes from last time. That's right, Jack, Sam and Ross are all out of the country covering StarCast, Double or Nothing, so keep your eye out for some delicious Sin City content coming out over the next few days. But before we continue, I just want to say thank you very, very much to the team at StarCast for letting Cultaholic be a part of it. Thank you very, very much. Just like last time, I need to point out that these are Jack's rankings. He is the one who has curated this list. I am merely, once again, his mouthpiece. You're so hot, Adam! Matthew's taken the puppet away. So if you have any problems with the rankings themselves, don't direct your criticism at me. Tweet Jack, Jack_the_jobber. Without further ado, let's get on with the honourable mentions. First off, everybody in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, except Brock Lesnar. Screw Brock Lesnar. The likes of Finn Balor, Andrade, Ali were absolutely killing themselves in this match. They were working their asses off. And until the ending, I would argue that this was one of the best Money in the Bank ladder matches ever. And then Brock, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Unfortunately, it's such a stacked week this week that there are no points to award for any of those men. Damn you, Jack. Next up, Pac and Hangman Page for their scrambled together match in Nottingham for Dragon Gate Pro, which you can watch for free in its entirety on the AEW YouTube channel. How nice. Despite the frustrating DQ finish, this was great, and it's fantastic that it's been made available to watch for free because the match can't happen at Double or Nothing. Even when things go wrong in AEW, they seem to deal with it in a very clever way. And before I move on from this match, another participant, and that's the lead commentator. Dave Bradshaw gets an honourable mention. Dave Bradshaw, for my money, is the best commentator on the British wrestling scene. He's not used enough. I was lucky enough to work with him back in WCPW and learned so much from him. And not only that, not only is he really, really good at his job, but he's a wonderful guy, and I'm very, very honoured to call him a friend. Konosuke Takashita gets an honourable mention for winning the King of the DDT tournament in a fantastic match, one of the best DDT matches of the year. Kento Miyahara next for successfully defending his All Japan Triple Crown title in a slobber knocker of a match. And finally, Marty Scurll, who has had a series of great matches in the Best of the Super Juniors tournament, proving that he is a high-level wrestler. He's not just gimmicks, it's not just umbrellas and masks and, oh, I'll break your fingers and all that stuff. He's bloody good too. It's time to get on with the top 10 now. Let's award some points. Number 10 is your new SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley. Not only did Bayley win the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, but then she successfully cashed in later in the night on Charlotte Flair. Bayley reignited her career in one single night on Sunday after losing all that momentum following the loss at WrestleMania, losing the women's tag team titles. It feels like she's back on form, and not just that, but she's got this increased intensity. She's far more enjoyable to watch. I would argue that since her call-up from NXT, to me, it always felt like Vince McMahon never really got what people loved about Bayley, and now she just feels like she's back on form. That said, she wasn't the flashiest performer in the match, and in my mind at least, that award would go to Dana Brooke, who was really fantastic. She was the MVP of the match for me. Really, really enjoyed her there. But from a storyline perspective, it made the most sense to have Bayley pick up the win. Also, the cash in itself was a great moment, and people really seemed to be behind her again, which is wonderful. I can't wait to see what she does next. Will she be booked properly? She's been woefully misused for some time now. Time will tell, but fingers crossed. Next up is Arisa Hoshiki, who defeated Momo Watanabe, ending her 358-day reign as Wonder of Stardom champion. It's basically like Stardom's IC title, the mid-card title. This title is often held by very good / promising workers, and I've watched the match, it was great, but I don't know a great deal about her, so instead I'm going to read some facts from the Stardom Twitter account. Arisa made her debut at the age of 16 all the way back in 2011. Her finishing move is the Brazilian kick. Her hobbies include creating songs. Her favourite colours are light blue, yellow and white. She likes pandas, and her favourite drinks are protein shakes and water. Favourite drink, water. Exciting stuff, insightful analysis, great content. Number 8 is El Phantasmo, second week in a row getting himself 3 points. Slow and steady wins the race. It's a life lesson, although probably not in this case because his opponent was Will Ospreay. So El Phantasmo has certainly been a standout in the Best of the Super Juniors tournament, though not necessarily for his in-ring work, more his character work. We've seen a return to the early days of the Bullet Club. Cocky, disrespectful foreign heels who will only respect you fans if you're wearing our merch. I say our merch like I'm in the Bullet Club. I'm not. Pacitti Club through and through. But this week, his in-ring work matched or even surpassed his charisma. He had a wonderful match with Will Ospreay, classic heel versus babyface storytelling, but with modern moves and sequences. Really good stuff from El Phantasmo, and a big win indeed. Enjoy your 3 points, you handsome bastard. Number 7, Shingo Takagi. The biggest story of this year's tournament has arguably been Shingo steamrolling his way through A Block. Undefeated in the Best of the Super Juniors tournament so far, he had probably the best match of the tournament so far against Sho last week. This week he had a pair of great bouts against Dragon Lee and Marty Scurll. He would be the favourite to win, but commentary are hammering home the fact that he's so dominant, so hard, that I think he's likely to fall at the last hurdle. We will see. Number 6 is the winner of Progress's Super Strong Style 16 tournament. It just went on demand, so we're including it here. His name is David Starr. He defeated former friend and current nemesis Jordan Devlin in an excellent final match. His road to that final, however, was a little bit convoluted. I'll go through it now. Starr drew with Travis Banks in a strange double countout, which then made the semi-final a triple threat: Starr versus Banks versus Dragunov. Still, he managed to win that, and then a great final, so congratulations to David Starr. Hopefully this takes away some of the pain that you feel when you lose to Walter every single damn time. Sorry, David. Number 5 is Jordan Devlin. Now, we already know that David Starr was the winner of the Super Strong Style 16 tournament, so why does Jordan Devlin rank one place higher? Well, not only was the final an excellent match, but he had a far more impressive road to that final than David Starr. He defeated Lucky Kid, Kyle Fletcher, and then NXT superstar Kyle O'Reilly in progressively better matches. Do you see what I did there? Progressively. Give us a subscribe. Number 4 is Bandido, who seemed to have had a bit of an underwhelming Best of the Super Juniors tournament so far, but all that changed this week when he went one-on-one with Will Ospreay, and it was a fantastic match. The pair clashed previously at WrestleCon over WrestleMania weekend, and it was one of the best matches of the entire week. However, this match, I would argue, was even better than that. They have tremendous in-ring chemistry, and the two went all out here. Bandido's calling card is his agility and babyface fire. However, his outrageous strength is very quickly becoming a signature attribute of his style. It was very much on display in this match, and it's especially impressive considering he's a relatively small wrestler. Moving on. Number 3 is the phenomenal one himself, AJ Styles. I'm assuming you've all seen the Universal title match from Money in the Bank, but if you haven't, it was predictably match of the night. Styles reminded us of his amazing in-ring ability. The guy is now 41 and he's still doing utterly insane stuff. He shows no signs of slowing down. Not only does he show off his elite level work rate, but also he brings a big match feel to every match that he's involved in now, and this was absolutely no exception. He also pulled out one of the best counters in recent memory, reversing a curb stomp into a Styles clash, which sounds contrived, but it was executed perfectly. So good. Number 2 is Big Dick Billy. It's Will Ospreay, courtesy of Jack the Jobber. 9 points coming your way, obviously. We've already talked about why Will Ospreay had a great week earlier in this video, having 2 fantastic matches against El Phantasmo and Bandido. However, I've got a note from Jack here, which I'm going to read out verbatim. I'm really sorry, but if you have any issue with this, maybe you should take it up with Ospreay. He churns out great matches at a ridiculous rate, and it's actually very selfish of him. Just wants to wank him off. Number 1 is the Universal Champion, Seth Rollins. Monday Night Rollins is back. Well, Sunday Night Rollins. Sunday Seth. Friday, Saturday, Seth Day. Jack wrote that. Seth Rollins had a match on Sunday, and it was really good. okay? Reminding us that he is one of the best wrestlers of this generation, retaining the Universal title in that fantastic match against AJ Styles. When Rollins is truly allowed to cut loose, he is one of the most thrilling wrestlers on the planet to watch, and this match proved that. He busted out this frog splash, then inverted superplex, Falcon Arrow combination, couldn't quite put AJ away, but then did so with the curb stomp. After the match, the pair handshake, wonderful moment, thought there might be a heel turn there. There wasn't. Wouldn't be anti it from either of those guys, actually. Anyway, match of the year contender, at least from WWE on Sunday night. Let's take a look at the league table. Ospreay is the only of the front runners to pick up points this week, meaning he opens up a 9-point lead at the top of the table. Could this be a key moment? There's still a lot of the year left to go. Also, NXT TakeOver 25 is coming up soon, which is virtually guaranteed to deliver some fantastic performances. Also, Super Showdown in Saudi Arabia is coming up soon, so we're probably going to see Goldberg and Undertaker begin an almighty charge up the table. Let's be honest. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. You can follow us on Twitter at Cultaholic. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. If you enjoy what we do here at Cultaholic, you can pledge to us on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Cultaholic. And most importantly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us.